What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, what the hell? Welcome to another episode of What the Hell. I'm Sean.
I'm TJ.
And I'm neither one of them.
he just stole and modified Chevy Chase.
Pretty much.
But it was good. It was good and it was unexpected. So,
Well, that was also because I was trying to think of it today and went, shit, I don't have anything yet. So I'm like, oh wait, I know they'll still there. I know they'll say their names. There we go. That sentence is all the way through now.
oh!
So
One for you.
that was my answer to that one. So I'll try to think up better stuff next time.
That's pretty, for off the top of your head, that was pretty fucking good. Not gonna lie. I like it. So yes, another episode recording on Sundays now, which is so much better. I'm glad we thought of that. Get it done earlier so it's not end of the night.
It was all my idea.
Those of us that have to get up butt crack early of dawn, man of many books.
Well, yeah, that
doesn't impact, because
I
let's
do not
face
envy
reality. If we don't get the right amount of quality sleep, we are fucking useless.
Well, and I don't know about you guys, but especially the older I get, the harder Mondays are for me. So like that alarm always goes off on Monday morning and I'm just like, fucking already?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that doesn't get any better as you get older.
Oh no, it's not going to. I'm sure I'm just gonna end up fucking throwing a temper tantrum by the time I'm 50.
One of Mom's favorite comics always was Broomhilda.
Mm-hmm.
She loved Broomhilda, and there was a classic. I gotta adjust here. I'm getting uncomfortable. There was a classic 2-panel Broomhilda that she loved, which looked like Broomhilda getting out of bed, shoving her finger into an electrical socket, right, and showing that, and then turning around, walking away. Like, it gets harder and harder to get going on a Monday morning.
Huh? I mean, if that's a way to get you started. Some people like coffee. Some people like sticking a fork in an outlet.
Don't do both at the same time.
Some mornings.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Oh, please write. Okay, I'm shitting the bed already. Here's one for me.
We'll do that too.
Oh! Yeah, please write, because it's haven't gotten anything.
I mean, you might as well.
Oh God, please rate, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell your friends, so on and so forth. Contact us, whatthehellpodcast@yahoo.com. There, I'm done with it. And that's as much as I'm going to do. I'm not going to bitch about not getting any emails yet, so whatever.
Such a lazy twat.
And intro.
And scene. So this week we're going to do a rant, right? I'm going to try and bring a little bit of funny, because there's something that's annoying me. It's definitely all over the fucking country, if not all over the world.
I have a name.
We'll get to you in a minute, okay?
I didn't announce it at the beginning, but well, yeah, that's true.
Well, no, you fucked that up.
Oh well.
He is the magnificent jackass. That's all anyone needs to know.
That is
so
true.
wait, that actually brings up a good point. So you've got magnificent jackass. You've got man of many books. I feel kind of left out.
Well,
just saying.
Well, I feel like the nickname is on you, because I came up with man of many books for myself.
You know what? That's a good point. They are self-assigned nicknames.
So,
although, wait, didn't Lynn give you yours, Jason?
Well, I have so many from
yeah, but that's kind of a proxy, right?
Oh yeah, kind of.
I'll have to think on it.
I was gonna say, I mean, that's on you. You're just gonna have to give it some thought.
Just consult Milo and see what he says.
Milo is my dog. He's gonna look at me and go, "Whatever, just pet me." Shit.
Just look up at you and burp.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, okay. So
I mean, I do that too. So that's.
Well, hey, we all do, and I am permanently convinced I'm okay. You know, I'm not the healthiest guy on the planet, clearly. But I have converted pretty much 100%
To Scientology.
to hell. Fuck no.
Oh, all right. I don't know.
God, nice joke, but fuck you.
Well,
you know.
my rebuttal to that would be I wouldn't be on this podcast anymore if that were the case.
Oh yeah,
Well,
we probably would get disbarred. But I have pretty much converted 100% to Coke Zero Sugar.
Okay.
So I
As
support
long as,
that.
as long as it's ice cold, it's way better than Diet Coke. I think it tastes like regular Coke. I like it. The few times I've had regular Coke since then, I'm going, this is too sweet. However,
Well,
I am.
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you out.
No, no, please.
had pretty much the same react. Like years, mom and dad would drink Diet Coke, and I could never understand getting over the idea of drinking diet. Then, of course, like when I started drinking it, then it's the same thing where you go back to a normal thing and you go, "The fuck is this so sweet for?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the same experience because I stopped drinking soda or pop regularly, whatever you want to call it. And then, I mean, I'll have one every once in a while, but most of the time I'll grab one, take the first sip, just like, oh my God, how
Yeah.
did I used to drink this all day, every day?
I support
we were
I support
Coke
the zero
fiends.
sugar thing. Yeah, I support
We
the zero
were-
sugar thing.
We were Coke fiends.
Yeah.
Could not get enough fucking Coca-Cola.
Oh,
So
that's not what I thought
and-
you meant. All right, never mind.
exactly.
We were
And-
both Coke fiends, and oh wait, yeah, never
We
mind.
both worked at 7-Eleven at the time. We didn't have the money to be Coke fiends.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, well,
Free fountain drinks.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
and I never enjoyed the flavor of Diet Coke, and it, until I actually learned that I'm like, it doesn't even taste like Coke. What the fuck? And then you find out that it was never supposed to. Number one.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
But then here comes Coke Zero Sugar, which tastes like Coke with no calories, no sugar. I'm like, I can get used to the little bit of the diet taste that's in the background. Now, here's the one thing I will say: I am convinced that this is way more carbonation than regular Coke.
I
Because
think
it,
it's probably
for
to
the sugar.
make up for the lack of sugar.
probably because I will hit this and I will start belching immediately. So
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that though.
it doesn't bother me at all. I think it's great. Lets me enjoy the beverage I like with zero consequences. So here's to
Yeah,
thank you,
I-
Coca-Cola.
I have, I mean, for pretty much any of the zero sugar things, like as soon as they started coming, like honest to God, it is weird to go like, what was it? It was recent, doing like drinking like a Diet Dr. Pepper.
Mhm.
Yeah, you had that, and then you get the Dr. Pepper zero sugar, and I'm like, wait a minute, this actually tastes better
Yeah.
than a diet. So it's like, yeah, I mean, between like the one Pepsi, that black label Pepsi no sugar, like
Oh yeah.
Dr. Pepper no sugar, even Squirt now no sugar, like all of those, I'm like,
I haven't seen that yet.
mom and dad will get it here and there. I
Huh.
was steal from their house when we go to visit.
I've seen the Pepsi and then all that, but I hadn't seen the squirt yet. That's awesome. Don't get me wrong.
But there's two different camps too, right? Because like you have the diet drinkers, and the diet drinkers are one of the most hardcore fucking bunches you'll ever come across. Like if people love their Diet Coke, they love their Diet Coke. People love their Diet Dr. Pepper, they love their Diet Dr. Pepper.
This is very true.
Whereas I feel like, especially with you, Sean, you're more going, okay, I like this. I don't really enjoy diet, but I would like an alternative that's not gonna fucking make me feel so guilty
Yeah.
for drinking, a couple a day, if
Yep.
that's what you're drinking, So it's just
I
kind of
get
two different camps as far as that goes.
Yeah. No,
I get
you're exactly right. Not the topic, but I just hey, bring that up. So topic wise, it's starting to get to the annoying level for me here. I know it's everywhere, but I'm really fucking tired of the injury lawyer commercials. Are you fucking kidding me?
I like, yeah.
I mean, and I'm gonna tell you, and I don't think any of them listen to the show, and you can send me a cease and desist, fucking whatever, because They're-
For what?
talking shit. Because I promise you, out of all of the ones I've seen, if I get into a car wreck, there's probably only one that I would think about hiring. There's this guy. Okay, I kid you not. I just want you to fucking picture this. There's a guy here that's come on recently, and he's flooding the market, right? And his gimmick is that his phone number is all fours,
Okay.
right? But this is he does this ad, right? And you know, and they all do the same shit, right? Hire me, I just won this big fucking case, and and the guy's over here. Now, TJ, if you're an injury lawyer and you're doing a commercial and you're going to advertise that your phone number is all fours,
Mm-hmm.
how would you dictate this number?
1-800-444-4444.
Okay, Jason,
Yeah, yeah, pretty much same thing.
this guy is going, you know, and they're right, they're fucking, they're all talking fast, right? Because they want to get as much information in their 15-second spot or whatever it is.
Can use car salesman.
But this guy, number one, is his voice is not. But number the other part, he's going, you know, da 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 da, and call me out 444-4444. Call me at 444-4444. I'm just going. Number one, he looks like an idiot. The way he does his fours, because he winds up being like this, like 444-4444.
That doesn't sound like a phone number. It sounds like he's stuttering.
I mean, like me, I'm going, call me at, you know, 444-4444. But this guy literally, everyone is 444-444-444.
Well, I feel like number one, there is. I mean, I feel like the way I did it's pretty much the standard phone number rhythm. Like if someone, like if I ask someone for a phone number, that's the pattern I expect to get it in.
Agreed.
First 3, 2, 2.
Yeah. Higher retention.
Oh yeah. Well, it goes to the same kind of thing where if you put the wrong emphasis on a word, the separate syllable of a word, like if you say Taco Bell instead of Taco Bell, and somebody goes, "Wait, what?"
That's like what's his name's whole character in the whole 9 yards.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I can't remember.
What's that little fucker's name? Damn it.
It's not Rob Schneider, is it?
No.
I got nothing.
So bug me.
Since I've seen that movie.
So good, but you know, you have a guy that shouldn't be breathing the air.
Let's see. Now I have to look it up. I don't remember who that was.
So good. Oh, he was so good in that. He was also in A Few Good Men. Oh, okay. Anyway.
Oh, wait, A Few Good Men.
Yeah, he was Tom Cruise's buddy in A Few Good Men.
Oh, wait, the other lawyer?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was him and Tom Cruise and Demi Moore.
Isn't it something Pollock?
No. Is it? You can look it up.
Kevin Pollock.
That might be it. Yeah, that might be it, actually.
It was in the Usual Suspects and.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is. You're right. Anyway.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, we got one up here kind of along the same things, except like I'm sure you remember the one growing up here, Sean Sam Bernstein.
Oh yeah.
Like he's still going, but it's his whole like family now, like his sons and his daughter.
Oh
yeah, but it's not really like that cheesy. They're just like, you know, they kind of play off of like the whole, like, we've been around Metro Detroit for over 40 years. We're trusted, blah, blah, blah. So if you ever need us, please give us a call. Now, the other one that's popped up that I guess gained a lot of traction while I was living down there. I'm not going to say his name because no for advertisements, but
right.
His gimmick.
Call us if you want to sponsor, fuckers.
Yeah, like dude's got billboard and giant billboards all over the wall, all over the city, and he's got obviously commercials. And in these commercials, his gimmick is all I do is win. So like he has this one, right?
Oh God.
He is, just you're gonna recoil when I tell you this.
Oh, here we go.
So, like, it got to a point where he started to use his actual mother in commercials.
Oh.
Yeah.
All sides. No.
So and
No.
she's not like I mean, obviously she's older, but she's still, has
He's
her wits
hired
about her.
my boy. All he does
No.
is win.
No. But all right, scene. They're in like let's just say like Coney Island, and there's the lawyer and his mother. They're sitting across, and the waiter brings the food, and the mother looks at the lawyer and goes, "I'd like my fork back, please." And it pans down in front of the lawyer, and he's spelled out "win" with silverware.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
No.
Wow.
No.
Oh God.
That's a slap. Oh my God. Yeah, see that's exactly the kind of shit that I'm talking about. And they're spending tons of money doing it. There's
Oh,
a
of
there's a
course.
there's a
Oh,
few
yeah.
select, right?
Well,
that
yeah, that's the thing. That commercial I just described is like very high
every
quality
fucking
shot.
where.
This isn't like public access TV. Like
Right.
you dumped money into this commercial.
There's a guy down here. Okay. First and foremost, I guess if you want a lawyer, you want this. The guy looks like he's basically straight off Revenge of the Nerds. Okay.
Nerd.
And his whole shtick is he's on top of it. Right?
Hmm.
So he's like he's got one where he's walking through a junkyard full of wrecked cars, and he's like, no one wants to have an accident. You got to deal with medical bills and lost wages, and then
Wages.
yeah, and it's like he's trying to show this caring thing, and at the end of it, they've clearly shut down a section of a highway, and he's on top, and there's a little accident. He's on top of the fucking tractor trailer. He's like, "Call me, I'm on top of it."
Yeah.
Right. Now, I will say that a company I used to work for was attempting to be sued by this guy because there was a slip and fall, and they sent over a demand letter that was riddled with errors. Like his client was a male, but all the pronouns in the letter, and this is this is a few years ago before pronouns were a big deal.
We don't need to go down that road.
We're all she. Right? I'm like, yeah, someone did not fucking proofread this. This is how on top of it you are.
Well, yeah, someone doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
He's on top of it.
And again, I see that one all the time. I see 444 guy all the time. Again, yeah, that's what he fucking looks like. That's exactly what he fucking looks like.
Like a fucking rabbit.
But why doesn't someone? Okay, you're not. I can't imagine that you're not reviewing these things before they go on the air. And why isn't someone looking at him and going, "Dude, that's fucking dumb."
Yes.
Say 44.
No, because those type of people are just gonna surround themselves with yes men.
Apparently.
Oh well, yeah.
Well, because
like, I would look at him and go, "Bro, you look fucking stupid.
Well,
I'd never hire you."
But if you look at the quality of some of these commercials that come out, like I said, like some of them are like public access style, and they don't have the people surrounding them to go, "Hey man, have you ever consumed like any bit of like media in your life? Because what you're about to make is a pile of shit."
Yeah. The only other one I would say that that clearly makes good commercials, because the guy's clearly making a stupid living out of it, is there's one in again every fucking where, and they're showing how many millions of dollars they're making and all that. But again, this guy and is flowing money everywhere, because you see his name every fucking where, right? But like, if you're injured, I don't know, maybe I'm weird. If I'm in a wreck and I see this guy's commercial, right, and he's he's in some kind of penthouse apartment overlooking the skyline, walking out into his private balcony. Then he gets into his Bentley, which pulls him up and drops him off at his private jet.
Let me stop you right there. If I'm laying in a hospital in a recent car accident, all fucked up, and I'm watching that commercial, the only thing I'm thinking is, I can't afford that guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. I'm going, oh, no. Just okay, I get it. You're fuck. And the guy looks like a fucking bulldog. Don't get me wrong. He looks like the guy that would grab an insurance company by the throat and go, fucking pay.
Mm-hmm.
And the insurance company would go, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
there's a reason he has the penthouse and the
Yeah.
jets.
Yeah.
Well, it's either that or the best part of that is all those things aren't his.
Well, I guarantee they're
That too.
not, right? They're probably not. Well,
No.
who fucking knows, right?
Yeah, I mean, who knows nowadays?
But I mean, why don't? And okay, so there's another one. There's another one who I haven't seen this commercial in a while, but right. So one of the gimmicks that's happened down here is they'll give you an interest-free loan while they're working on your case, and if you lose, you don't pay back the loan. Right? So if you need money while all this is going on, he'll give you the money, right? It comes out of your winnings if you win,
All right.
right? And all these lawyers are contingency basis, right? They take like 35% plus expenses out of whatever they win. So if they don't think they're win, they're not taking the case. But the guy's like, you know, I'll give you an interest-free loan to deal with your shit, you know, while we're working on this. And if we lose, you don't repay the loan. Right? I mean, come on, gimmick, right?
Well, pretty much. I mean, all of these are gimmicks. Yeah.
I get the gimmick, but like, I feel like if I'm in a position like that, like, I don't know, that feels like payday loan style to me for whatever reason. I can't put my finger on it, but it almost feels like robbing Peter to pay Paul. You know what I mean?
Who's your lawyer? Cashnet USA.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just there's just something filthy about that I don't like.
I agree. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why I'm saying these fucking things annoy me.
This is the kind of thing that makes me glad I don't have network TV anymore.
Oh yeah.
Because that's the only thing I can't share, like a story that I, for anybody around here, because I don't have network TV. So,
well, I mean, I can only imagine what plays during commercials, like The Price is Right nowadays.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
Those are all MaxiPad commercials.
I mean, I remember them from like years back, but they were, there was always the gimmick to it.
Again, it gets me to the point. There's, out of all of them, if I got into a wreck, there's all the ones I've seen, there's only one I would consider, and I think it's pretty smart. The guy looks like a bulldog number one, but he literally, he's got a catchy little jingle, but he also looks at the camera, goes, I'm not going to tell you how much I won my other clients. It's none of your business. Do the research yourself.
All right.
Right? He's like, I'm not gonna tell you how much I won. I'll take your case on a contingency basis. Do the research. Look at our reviews. And I'm like, I fucking respect that.
All right.
Rather than bragging about this amount of money that you won the case, but the jury or the judge awarded you based on what happened. So that'd be the one guy, if I got in a wreck, I would probably at least have a consultation with. And if I got calls from these other two, I'd fucking laugh them out of the fucking building.
Well, because it's a flex. That's all that is to tell you, all about how much money they won. It's one of those things that, like, it kind of compares it to me the somebody who would tell you that they're humble.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like you're trying to prove that to me, or to yourself, or whatever it is.
Well, see, like, that reminded me, like, I mean, he's not a lawyer, but we have like a financial group up here that runs constant radio ads. And one of it is, we have over 5,000 5-star reviews.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm more with Sean. I can respect the other side of, like, I'm here if you need me. My work speaks for itself. Here's my number.
Yeah, fucking call me.
Oh yeah, we'll go with that.
All right. Now he tries to look like a badass, but he is driving a Toyota FJ. So there's a -5.
Yeah, that all right.
Those are weird looking SUVs. I'm not a fan. If he likes it, whatever. You're the lawyer. You drive what you like. I don't.
Oh
know.
yeah, but
But-
not
At
my
least,
cup of-
but again, if he fucking pulled into in a Bentley, I'd be turned off.
Well, what's with the trope of like lawyers having to put their cars in their commercials?
I don't know. It just like shows him driving down the road. It's from the inside. The only reason I can tell it's an FJ is because of the fucking mirror. They got
Mhm.
those weird fucking side mirrors on them. But I don't know. And maybe ambulance chasers get a bad rap. I don't know. But fucking these injury lawyer commercials are, no one just seems to use any fucking common sense except that guy. Like, hey, I'm not going to tell you this. Do the research. Here's what I offer. You need me, call me. Is the gist of it, as opposed to 444.
Yeah, but I also feel like, I mean, you could say ambulance chasers get a bad rap, but I feel like the amount of ambulance chasing has gone down because the reality of the situation is in 2022, if someone hurts themselves or gets hurt, the first thing they're thinking about is how can I make money off this?
Oh yeah.
So they
Well,
don't need to chase the ambulance. The fucking ambulance is coming to them.
Well, and part of that, I mean, even could be, I mean, that's why they do the shit with the gimmicks is to catch somebody's attention because, yeah, I mean, if all you're doing is flexing about money, the vast majority of the humanoids out there are going to go, oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
well, maybe I
That's
can,
Uh,
he want that much? Maybe
Okay,
I
wait.
can do that.
I'm
I always
gonna
forget.
play this because I think it's got to the point where it's just the numbers. But I want you guys to hear this.
Call me at 444-4444. That's 444-4444.
Do I fucking need to say anything else?
Well, again, it's almost like a stutter.
But it'd be great if his number wasn't all fours, but that's how the commercial went out because he just got nervous and would let him reshoot.
He did. My wife said he saw one, or I'm sorry. My wife said she saw one. Yeah, fuck.
Some change that I'm not aware of.
I don't know. This took a weird turn.
It took a really bad, just several. Several slaps
Oh,
me.
gee, look
My
what
wife
time
said
it
she
is.
saw
All right.
one of his the other day where he started to go into the number and went, "Really? I got to do this again?" I think someone might have actually got to him at that point, been like, but
Well,
that's what his fucking commercials sound like. And then when you see the way he's doing it, because he's a bigger dude with a little mouth that curves up like,
yeah.
but
Well, but even as much as you might want to complain about it, I mean, whatever gimmicks that they have,
we're
sitting
talking
there
about it.
We're sitting there talking about it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about number one. I'd never fucking hire him.
Well, yeah,
and then
right.
that they're fucking annoying at this point. And the fact
Well,
of the
yeah.
matter is, if you get into one of those bad wrecks, that shit's fucking public information, and they come find your ass.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, like if you get in a bad enough wreck, like fucking up here, if I got in a bad enough one, I'd have, I don't know if you guys are familiar with him, Jeffrey Feiger. He'd be knocking at my door going, "Hey man, you want me to take your case? I'll take it pro bono."
Yeah, the injury fucking attorneys will. You don't have to call anybody
Oh no,
because
well,
they will fucking come find you.
that goes the same to like the whole bankruptcy thing. I had to do that years ago because of the divorce and all that. And good God, the amount of offers to give me loans and car dealerships. Who's since it's public record, it's like all of a sudden you're getting like a stack that big of people going, oh wow, I mean, you need a new car, and I'm like, no.
Well, how many? Let me ask you this: how many fucking non-solicited credit card applications are you getting a week now?
Oh God, oh there were at least years ago, like at least a bunch a week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah. There's something going on there. When I went through my divorce and my credit was shit and everything else, all of a sudden when something starts to fucking tick in the other direction, I still get 3 or 4 a week.
Oh yeah.
And I open them and I laugh because most of them are like 32% fucking interest.
Oh
and,
yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
people fucking take them. And I'm like, yeah, you're going straight into the shredder because no one's opening my fucking shit in my name.
Well,
it
but
kind of
I
makes you
mean, all-
wonder. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
all they do is prey on people in a bad spot.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
all.
yeah. Well, and yeah, that's exactly it. Like just like you said. I mean, again, I get it. It's public record, but still, somebody who's been in that kind of no matter what situation it is, because obviously we weren't talking about divorces a second ago, but either way, any of that shit that's public out there, and as soon as you start that barrage, it's like, yeah, I mean, why not? I don't know. I mean, especially an accident.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, maybe wait for them to, I don't know, recover, or
I don't remember where I've heard stories, but I've heard stories of these fuckers just, either calling or coming into the fucking hospital.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
they're still in the hospital.
oh
Like,
wow.
hey, heard this happened to you. Here's my card. And you're sitting there with a fucking,
Oh, wow.
catheter and a colostomy bag. Like, who the fuck are you and why are you here?
How did you know I was
Because
sitting here like
I'm
that?
here because I care.
No,
You're here because you want a lot of fucking money.
Well, oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
and that, but anybody that did that to me, I'd go out of my way to not hire because,
Yep.
like, if I'm laying in a hospital bed, the only thing I'm thinking about is, okay, let me do what I have to do to recover to get it to the point where I don't have to lay in this hospital bed.
Right.
Then I'll figure it the fuck out from there.
Oh yeah.
So
Agreed.
I don't know. I find it annoying. It's annoying and amusing. It's not so annoying to the point like, bad drivers where you're ready to fucking follow them and slap somebody. But it's annoying enough that it's like, that and maybe the only thing that's like one step down from the injury commercials are maybe all the different drug commercials. Which are, and maybe that's the whole episode. Just annoying, pointless fucking commercials, right? Excuse me.
Well, I mean, any of those, it's always hilarious to me because as soon as number one, it's always the name of the drug itself that you go, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, it's
Which,
some
I mean,
weird
it might
name.
be, that's what I mean. It might be shortening the components in it. I don't know. There could be a reason for it, but
Yeah,
you go like, oh, okay. Then they start listing the side effects, and you're like, oh my god. I mean,
yeah. Dudes having a great time at the beach. Possible side effects are kidney infection, death, dismemberment, and revolting diarrhea forever. Guys at the beach like this.
Skin inversion, and yeah,
Possible side effects may include a condition known as hot dog fingers.
See,
Digital. They call that digital swelling. I don't know.
it just yeah.
But yeah, between the two, all of the fucking drug commercials and all of the injury lawyer commercials.
Oh no, agreed.
I mean, and I think honestly, that's most of the commercials I see. I see, a few every now and then. I mean, a lot of restaurants are spending money these days just because it's it's harder. Cars, of course, it's always Toyotathon somewhere.
Oh wow, yeah. But of course it is. Come on
Fucking
now.
apparently.
Toyotathon everywhere.
But I think, I mean, that's kind of, every now and then you'll see like a fucking Meow Mix commercial or some shit. But
Meow 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 meow.
more, I think everyone's
Oh,
gone.
crap.
I think
Don't
everyone's
get me
gone to
started.
digital.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna have that fucking thing in my head now.
Yeah,
sitting
see,
there-
like me, I
Sitting
hear
there
more
watching a show.
radio ads than I do like actual TV commercials nowadays because I mean I consume most of my media on my computer, and on my computer I have ad blocker which blocks ads.
Yeah.
I wonder actually how lucky I must have it then, because like I pay for Spotify, so I don't listen to the radio. I don't have network TV because all we do is just streaming services. So
Yeah.
I mean, you get a lot of that, but going to mom and dad's because they have, they still watch stuff on cable. So oh yeah, and going over there, and again,
could-
it doesn't take long.
I could live without cable. I'm with you. I could do streaming 100%. The wife has to have cable for her what I call trash TV reality show.
Yeah, yeah.
Real Housewives, blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's where I come in here and get on my computer.
Well,
Um,
and see, really, the only reason I even get the radio ads is because I'm lazy, and instead of like trying to get on my phone and every time I get in the car and find something to listen to, I'll just listen to middle-aged men whine about local sports.
Oh yeah, I mean, I would do the same. Yeah, I mean, there were plenty of times, at least, like some of what was it, some of the morning talk shows or shit like that. Like, I do those all the time. But like ever since I started paying for Spotify, like I just pop in and
yeah,
hit the thing. And
I
just
still have I still have and still pay for satellite radio in my car, and I probably should just cancel the thing because I got CarPlay and I've got Apple Music. And I was against Apple Music from the get go. I just like, I can pay my $1.29 a song or $9.99 a record, whatever
Oh
it is.
yeah.
But when I was in school, getting my degree, it's like $5,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and I'm like, fucking sold. I'll deal with this for a few years, $5, and I can get whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, like that's this type of streaming service for music eliminated the giant fucking CD folder that everybody used to keep in their car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So yeah, now I just I'm fucking plugging the phone, because to the car, because number one, it's the requirement down here, and I'm in the car so much. If I got to take a call, and I'll hit the fucking voice recognition, play this or play this, Apple Music radio station, and just fucking go.
Mhm.
Agreed.
So yeah, I don't get I guess what we would call terrestrial radio now. The problem down here is, holy fuck, there's a lot of ads. Like, it's fucking 12 minutes of ads.
Oh, especially on Sirius. Like,
Well, not even on Sirius. I'm talking about like KLBJ.
Oh,
It's
see,
fucking
yeah.
ridiculous.
see, we don't have it that bad. Like I know on Sirius because I'm a big fan of the Pat McAfee show, and he used to be on Sirius, but he'd also stream on YouTube. But he would coordinate the breaks differently. And like when he was going to break on Sirius, he'd be like, "All right, we'll be back in 10." Like 10 minutes. Like, fuck, that's a long
Yeah.
time.
I don't even listen to any of the stations I listen to on Sirius don't have ads, except for Raw Dog Comedy. That's got ads. But like my regular stations, no. But yeah, it's and again, you're like, holy fuck, I gotta listen 10 minutes of this shit
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
to get 3 songs in, and then we're gonna listen to 10 more minutes, right? And again, it's the same fucking whacking the computer there. It's the same fucking it's the same fucking ads, right? It's just the fucking, you hear it instead of seeing it, but it's still the fucking injury lawyers.
Mhm.
It's still the car dealerships,
Yep.
and it's still the fucking restaurants. It's all the same fucking shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
Well,
get me away.
It's still funny to me too that that's. I get it. I get it. There's always going to be, but you're almost kind of surprised how much they don't change. Like they're still almost like the same commercials that they were
Fair
10,
point.
20, whatever years ago. It's almost like there's some kind of like they sell a package to a lawyer or something and go, all right, well, we're going to give you a commercial, but it follows like this exact format to go, no.
No, but it just goes back to that age-old saying: the more fucking shit changes, the more it stays the same.
Yeah.
True.
If someone would break out of the mold, right? And that's why I like the one guy that's like, I won't tell you how much I've won from my other clients.
Oh yeah, well, see, that is almost kind of breaking the mold because most of them, it's always either starting out with, that they're not going to charge you unless they win the case, or how much money they've won for other people. And you're like,
Yeah.
Okay, either way, those are still flexes that.
I broke my thumb in a fender bender. I want $7 million. No, that was for the guy that broke his back. You're gonna.
I can't hold my phone.
You're gonna get $7.95.
Mhm.
I can't hold my phone.
But
correctly.
you've won $7 million. And that's the way. And I just, again, it's something that I noticed that it annoyed me, and it made me laugh, especially with the 4 guy.
Oh yeah.
And then And then they've tailored it so the intro, if it's during a football game, he's digitally imposed onto a football field, and he opens up with, "Hey, football fans!"
Mhm.
God.
Right?
That
Or-
one's always, that's almost the better one, where they're actually superimposed over something that clearly they're not at, but they're trying to tie it in with what you're watching.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but at the same time, it's kind of smart play on his part. I mean, get in the beginning of a football game when text,
Oh well, yeah,
how
the
many
the
fucking
placement
eyes
of
are
it,
on
yeah.
that thing.
It's just, again,
Kind of reminds you of one of those where, at least at the beginning of a football game, like somebody awkwardly tosses him like a football, and he kind of like one of those like, "Hey," and you're like, "Wait a minute, nobody catches a football like that. What are you doing?"
comes in from off screen, underhanded.
Oh yeah. It's one of those ones where they frame them, kind of like those lawyer commercials go. You almost get, obviously nobody's really technically a professional there, I'm assuming, but you almost kind of, you'll potentially like see the hand as they're talking
Right.
to him, like on the bottom of the screen or whatever. And he's like,
You know what I
"Ah,
think
there
it
it
is? I just figured it out. Those commercials, especially the ones where they like try to do the athletic stuff, is they give off those lawyers or whoever is like starring in them give off the same vibe as the awkward principal of trying to be cool.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. Well, that is, yeah.
It's like
That's
you,
pretty much
you'll
it.
sit back and you'll watch it, and you're like, I understand your intent, but your execution fucking terrible.
Oh yeah, that's the exact same vibe. Oh yeah.
I get it. I'm hip, man.
Yeah.
I'm hip too.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like I've seen so many of those moments. Like, oh, please stop. Please stop. Like, I'm embarrassed for you. I'm embarrassed for you.
Don't you
Yeah.
hate it when you can't hula hoop correctly? Like, what?
Jesus. Oh, yeah. No, I think that's probably a pretty good analogy. Oh, tangent, because you were not around. I used your word
I
for
don't know.
for the human pop up ads.
Oh,
So was at HEB, was walking out HEB, and there they were, the cable salespeople.
Oh yeah.
And sure enough, hey, how you doing? I'm good. Hey, who do you get your cable from? I turned around, I was like, Satan.
mhm.
And I don't remember exactly what he said, but I was pretty sure it was like, you have a nice day.
Who do you get your cable from? My neighbor.
Right. That goes back to that. I gotta rant on that for a second. How are these companies still paying these motherfuckers to do this shit?
I don't know.
Especially with more and more people cutting the cord and going to streaming services.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How is this still a job?
Here's the worst part. Again, tangent, deal with it. What the hell, because this is real world. Explain this shit to me, please. Because I told this TJ, you haven't been part of this conversation, Jason. But so we have cable, right? And I want the cheapest fucking cable possible. Give me decent internet so that I can play my fucking, massive online games, play my Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I can stream fucking movies when I want to stream movies. So we had in order to keep the fucking bill down, we had a deal that included the local channels and then 10 cable channels that we could pick, but you were locked into that for a year, right?
All right.
And so it was like, okay, fucking whatever. So that's coming up, and the price keeps going up to the point where, believe this shit or not, for 10 channels plus the locals and internet, excuse me, the cable bill was $150 fucking dollars.
Oh.
And I'm like, fuck that. We're about to cut that off, and we were about to do Sling TV or whatever. But again, somebody in this household can't go without the fucking Real Housewives of New Jersey and Jersey fucking Shore and Teen fucking Mom.
Yeah, and all that's on Sling.
And so I get to the point, I'm like, fuck it, we're gonna cut it off. We'll keep the fucking cable going, and we'll get Sling. It'll be cheaper. I said, or we'll close your account. I'll start a new one and I'll get whatever promotions they have now. Because you look online, they have a promotion now for 125 plus channels, plus the same speed internet that we have for $89.99 a month. Like, wait a
Not
minute. How does that make any fucking sense? 10 channels, internet, 150. 125 channels, same internet, right? So,
You know how that makes sense? Because you've lived in Texas for how long?
yeah, too long, apparently.
And you've had such and such cable for years and years and years.
Yeah, since we've been here.
Whereas they're just trying to get motherfuckers in the door. Then they're going to do them what they did to you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm at the point now. I'm like, fuck it. I'm calling in. I'm seeing what's online. I'm calling in, and I talked to this one chick, and she's like, yeah, you can do that, and here's a plan. You get a free iPad, and then I'm like, okay, well, let me talk to the wife, and I'll call you. When can I call you back so you can get the commission for? Oh, call me Saturday. Of course, can't get through on Saturday, and this other lady gets on, and she's like, I fucking hate people around here. I'm like, oh, okay, because no one bothered to tell the rule that if we cancel our service at this address, another bullshit deal, we have to wait 30 days before putting in a new account, right? That's how they get you. But in the meantime, she's going, no, we can just update this and save you some money, and it literally like goes on hold for probably 20 minutes and come back and like, okay, and god damn, this is an old plan, coming back and all that. At the end of the day, we got the 125 plan. I think it's $100 a month or some shit, but it doesn't need to be that fucking hard.
Well, no, it's just that would require people knowing what they're doing at their job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So not only are they paying some of these fucking people to sit in front, at the electronics department of Walmart or the exit of a fucking grocery store, but even half the fuckers that work in their call centers don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh no, of course not.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. If you worked in a call center, would you really give a fuck? Especially if you worked at a cable company call center.
Yeah, that's a good
I'll
point.
tell you what, the company I used to work for had the contract to clean one of the call centers here. Those motherfuckers are pampered because they know what a high fucking turnover industry it is. They get free lunches that are brought in by different restaurants, you name it. They're pretty well, like, please fucking stay. We know it sucks.
Because you're literally asking me to fucking come in for 8 hours and get yelled at by assholes.
Yep. Compared that to another company that was some kind of healthcare call center who were treated like fucking vermin. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, fuck that. I know. I feel. I mean, if you're doing that and you're listening to this podcast, sorry. I hope you do well. Don't fuck people over, but get a real job. Anyway. But and again, that kind of segues right back in because it's not big fucking media companies that are giving these goddamn injury lawyers commercials and the budget to shoot them. Who do you think it is? Because they're local. You haven't seen the 444 guy in your market.
No, that's
It's
true.
the cable fucking companies.
Well, yeah, because the lawyers are
Oh,
paying
yeah.
for them.
Yeah. They
Hell,
get it as part of their deal.
I always loved one of
And then now the cable companies are advertising to sell their advertising.
I always loved the one because there was this trio of guys around us. They were actually called the cable guys because they were salesmen, but even for packages that they would sell other people. So if they were selling you a package to be able to shoot a commercial or do whatever, they were still in it. Like they would shoot, it was almost like you were part of the commercial, but it was still those guys in your commercial. And you're kind of like, wait a minute.
No.
Because they were, whatever package they were selling as to be able to advertise on cable, whatever the package was. I don't even know if it was tiered or not, but whatever it was. You'd see a commercial for, say it was a dealership, say it was for something else, but then these cable guys would be part of it somehow, and you're like, I just what?
Yeah, what the fuck is this dude here for?
Mhm.
Car dealership commercial. He's in the background.
Well, it was always hilarious too because one of them, like between the three guys, one of them was just ridiculously stiff. Like he'd be on the, and, you could tell, like, some of these guys, and he had like at least like the charisma to kind of carry himself through it. But the one guy was, oh well, because we're here and somebody, and you're like, oh, dude, come
You're
on,
like-
come on.
You don't belong on camera.
Put less starch in your personality. I don't.
I'm sorry for those people that are listening to this and not watching the YouTube channel. You say he's ridiculously stiff. All they're doing is picturing a guy with a boner in every fucking commercial.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why he was so weird in the commercial. I don't know. One of those awkward boners. But yeah, every time he was in one, you're like, oh God, no.
Someone get Jerry, sit him down.
On that note, when was the last time we used the word boner? God, what are we, 12?
I don't know.
I've used it recently.
I have not.
I have to agree with Jason. I have not. You are
At
the
least not
youngest out of
recently.
the three of us.
Well, it was probably in a context of a joke more than it was like, oh man,
Okay.
boner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
More than likely, it's probably in reference to Sean. I'm sure you've seen this at some point, Jason. I don't know how into comics you are, but
I was for a little while.
it's a 50s Batman, and obviously back in the 50s, it was a different time. Vernacular was a little different. So, like, a boner used to be called, like, that's how you say I fucked up or something. So it was like a
Oh yeah.
panel of the Joker going, Batman will make fun of my boner, will he? I'll make sure he makes the biggest boner in all of Gotham City.
And that's why
Yeah,
they're
I'm
always
still fucking 12. Like, parts of me are still fucking 12.
That's
I
funny
still
as
find
hell.
that shit hilarious.
That's fucking funny as hell.
That's
I
why
have to
Batman and the
agree.
Joker were so close. They can't live without each other.
Right? God. Oh, we totally sidetracked that into boners.
Yeah,
Injury attorneys, drugs, and boners.
and Batman. Don't forget about Batman.
And Batman.
Well, drugs, I would just like to say on that fact, like, I don't know about you guys. I've never once walked into a doctor's office and been like, hey, doc, saw this commercial for this medication. Like, I've always gone into the doctor's office, been like, okay, this is what's wrong. You tell me what to do. This is what I'm
Yeah.
fucking paying you to do.
Oh yeah.
More or less, yeah.
So that's the only thing that boggles me about medication commercials these days.
Ask your doctor about. I can't even fucking remember the name.
I get the idea that these are all potential side effects, but like when you're getting into things like, heart arrhythmia and diarrhea and headaches and you're like, what?
And it's always
Stop immediately and call your doctor if you've had suicidal thoughts.
Oh yeah. It's like,
What?
why would I want to take that? Why would I want to potentially get diarrhea? It's like,
they're trying so hard to minimize, and all the chances are minor. A rare but serious brain infection cannot be ruled out.
yeah.
What? Chances are rare.
I
Fuck
don't know.
you.
All I know is I'm not buying Cialis until they actually guarantee me a bathtub.
It's less than 1%, but Gizmo from the movie's Gremlins might explode out of your penis.
Mugwai.
I was gonna say, is he screaming Mugwai on the way out?
Just don't feed him after midnight.
Oh my god. Oh. That was the and as funny as Bruce Almighty was, that fucking part where he's like, yeah, monkeys might fly out of my butt. And then Jim Carrey said, well, that's today. And dude was like,
Oh yeah.
that was great, you have to admit.
Well, the best was him going back.
Yeah. Hey there,
Time
little
for you to
anal
go
dwelling
home.
butt monkey. Time for you to go home. Anal
Oh.
dwelling butt monkey.
Ah, yes.
I
4-4-4-4-4-4-4.
I still think one of my favorite things from the Bruce Almighty is the outtakes of Steve Carell when
Oh yeah.
Bruce was
He almost
controlling him on
stole
the-
that movie. I'm sorry. That's the only reason there was an Evan Almighty.
Oh
is
yeah,
because he almost stole that movie with the one
Oh
scene.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, they had one of the things where they were describing some of the outtakes where they shot a scene. They didn't actually apply the effects to it, but they shot a scene where like Bruce sets his head on fire or his hair or whatever. And
Oh,
they
yeah,
actually had
yeah.
this thing where it was like shooting out this, and you're like, yeah, we thought that was a little much. The spouting gibberish was different as opposed to actually setting his head on fire.
yeah.
And Carell just and let's face it, at that point, Carell wasn't well known at all.
My tiny little nipples went to France.
Yeah, but I think
um,
if I remember the
Sorry?
timeline correctly, 4-Year-Old Virgin led him into getting, or no, Bruce Almighty led him into getting 4-Year-Old Virgin.
oh, gotta be 100%.
Oh yeah, yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. And,
Oh
and
no,
again,
I like everything. I mean, most of the stuff that I've seen him in. There was a thing on Netflix that Space Force.
Mm.
he was the only thing that was good about that show.
Yeah, he was funny in that. So
I wanted to really, really like it, and I watched all of the first season, like 2 episodes of the second. And the only 2 things that were good about that show were him and John Malkovich.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
Agreed.
look at his work in The Office. I know it's
Yeah.
niche nowadays because everybody loves
True.
The Office nowadays, but I mean, I love The Office when it was still on the air, and like he carried that show, and that
Oh,
show
yeah.
changed dramatically once he left.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, good man.
But yeah,
Maybe he should become an injury attorney and go 444 444, and it would
No.
actually be funny.
I mean, he'd kill it, and I might actually hire that one.
then. Right?
I'd rather him keep entertaining me.
Well, yeah,
Agreed.
I do agree with that.
Well, that's my rant. That's the thing that's annoying me right now is the
Well, it is annoying.
random bullshit commercials.
Yeah,
It
see,
is-
so I don't think we said anything that'll get us sued. Just
No.
No.
I didn't name y'all by name. If you actually do listen to this and you're offended, I'm entitled to my opinion. Fuck
well,
you.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, 444 guy knows who that is.
Well, yeah.
I
And if
don't
you're
know.
and sorry, if you listen to this in the Austin area, you're gonna know who I'm talking about. If you're friends with him,
There you go.
just call him and say I think his commercials are annoying. It won't be the first time he's heard it.
Well, I was gonna say don't even do that because that's kind of a dick move. Like, yeah, I heard this podcast. They said you're annoying.
How dare they?
Yeah, sue me. You ain't gonna get shit, especially given recent circumstances.
That reminds me of the end of what was it? One of those last Rocky movies where the guy was like, "Hit, punch me, and I'll sue." And
For what?
he hits him, and he goes, "Sue me for what?" You're like, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Just
Oh,
'cause you get a
no.
judgment doesn't mean you get the money. Got news for you. Just goes on your credit.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I'm still gonna get a fucking phone call from someone wanting to sell me a car.
Oh well, yeah, of course, of course.
All right. Well, that's all I got. Do you guys got anything else?
Not at the moment.
Sweet.
Not really. I mean,
Not at the moment.
you know,
All right. Well, let's put a pin in it. Shut it down, as they say. You magnificent jackass. Go ahead. What do you got for him?
Yeah, just as pretty much every other week. Yeah, just stay classy and search your hometown here.
Mustache.
still
of-
waiting- I'm still waiting
or,
for
I'm sorry,
somebody after-
mustache. I almost fucked that up. Push broom of many books.
stay good to each other, people.
No, it was be good to each other.
Oh.
Well, no, they should have been being good to each other by now. Now they need to stay good to each other.
Now I don't know. Now I don't know what to do. Wait, is this some kind of? All right.
Be the
and
opposite
these-
of what I just said. But you know what you can go do is go fuck yourself.
Well, all right. Well, I guess it's probably a good thing we're ending this thing now. So
These,
Turn the camera off. Turn the camera off.
these are my brothers.
all right,
Thanks
hold
for-
on, guys. Wait, hold on. Yeah, let me get a better angle.
Oh God. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to rate, write, and subscribe and all that shit. Like, not right. Write to What the Hell Podcast Show.
Yeah, you know.
And we'll catch y'all on the flip side.